What's up, y'all? Today I'm going to teach you how to do the Krypt. For learning the Krypt, the tricks you're going to want to already know how to do are basically just the air raley and a 180. If you don't already know how to do the air raley, head on over to my tutorial on the channel for it, and it should help you out a lot. But yeah, basically, if you know wakeboarding mathematics, putting these two tricks together shouldn't be that hard. The approach for the Krypt is pretty much going to be exactly the same as the air raley. So yeah, you're just going to want to cut towards the inside of the cable, and after you have flattened off and coasted for a second, that's when you can start slowly setting back on edge. And for this edge, you're going to want to do about a medium hardish edge towards the outside of the cable. After you're all set up and have the right edge towards the outside of the cable, you're going to want to start thinking about your scoop. So as soon as you pass under the cable and have gone just towards the outside of it, that's where you're going to want to scoop. Make sure you don't wait too long and go too far to the outside of the cable, otherwise you're going to lose a lot of pop. For your scoop, it's going to be exactly the same as the air raley. You're just going to do that reverse Nike check motion. You're going to take that front foot and start scooping it out in front of you, and then you'll follow with your rear foot and just kind of make sure your board is perfectly flying out straight behind you as you would on a normal raley. One thing I do see where people make a big mistake a lot is when they actually stargaze their raley for the Krypt, so they start doing the 180 super early off the water. I find this actually really bad technique. I think it's a much better idea to do a perfect raley where your board is level and parallel to the water instead of letting your front foot drift out way behind you, because later on down the road it's going to make it really hard for doing like a 3-1-3 or something like that. So really try and do the raley first, and then you can start thinking about the Krypt. Now that you're in a perfect raley position and your board is parallel with the water, you're going to start bringing this raley down, but instead of pulling the handle down straight to your hips to bring it back underneath you, you're going to want to sort of pull this handle down but over towards your rear hip. And on the way down, about halfway, you can start letting go of your rear hand and start getting over your toes, spotting the water below you, bend your knees on impact, and just right away switch. Once again, I'll just mention, really try not to do that stargazer raley where your front foot gets all drifted behind you. It's a really bad habit that you don't want, and plus it looks really dumb if you do that stargazer raley and then bring it down switch. So yeah, just try and get that raley nice and straight, then do a 180 on the way down. I'm just gonna give you all a quick little overview of the entire trick. It's basically just a raley and then a 180. So yeah, make sure you edge towards the inside of the cable, coast for a second, and roll onto edge like a nice progressive edge, edging towards the outside of the cable. As soon as you pass underneath the cable, just a little bit to the outside, that is where you're going to do the scoop. Do not do it too wide, otherwise you will lose a bit of pop. You're going to do a nice raley. Make sure your board is parallel to the water. Don't let yourself stargaze. Do a nice raley on the way down. Bring your handle over towards your rear hip, and then let go of your front hand. Bend your knees on impact and just ride away. That's how you do a Krypt. If there's any tricks that you guys want to know how to do, make sure you comment below and ask me, and I'll try and get that done. Also, give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and make sure you guys subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Peace!